Richard!
Yes, my darling.
Richard! Good evening, viewers.
Good evening and welcome to a very special Wing It version of Vape Talk UK.
Yes.
As prepared as ever. Tom's done fuck all week. Actually, Tom's done a couple of reviews this week. James has done fuck all this week.
Yep.
10 reviews a day, and I'm the only one holding this fucking show together.
That's it.
Well done, Richard.
Really.
That's why he's doing. That's why he did that live stream last night, because he's that big now. He's off on his own. It's just me and Tom next week.
That's it. Big Daddy over there.
I'm leaving you bastards.
Fucking had enough.
I've had enough of you guys.
Fucking had enough. How are you two boys, anyway?
I am spiffing now. I have had the mother of all weeks, but tonight I am good because we are on Vape Talk UK.
Do you know what, Tom? Actually, I'm probably just the same as what I was half an hour ago when you asked me.
How's that? Miserable and boring.
I don't know why. It's weird. Fucking yeah. Tom's literally done fuck all week. You can always ask Dale to tell the truth. Yeah, no, it's been a good. Well, I'd love to say week, but it hasn't, has it? Because we've just had Monday. That's about it. A little bit Tuesday. Some of us have to get up for work.
Yes, some of us do.
Others have to spend our time in vape shops and, literally selling our ass to the owner.
What the fuck? When have you been going to vape shops?
Right, do you want to go? I'm just going to open one up so you can sell your ass to me.
Oh yeah, baby.
Let's do the introductions. Let's just do it. This is the Wing It episode, by the way, guys. We got a few topics, but we're just going to, do what we do best.
Yep. Chat shit.
So street, James. So street.
Peace! Vape on.
Vape on. Vaperoos!
Oh, I'll tell you what we'll get onto first. We'll do that guessing game.
Oh, what? Not a guessing game. How old are you, 7?
The guessing game. So, James.
Yes.
This bottle of juice I got today for review, it's called Philip Rocky.
Yeah.
This is the bottle of juice. It's steeped for 2 months in brandy bottles, Brandley barrels or whatever for 2 months. Pick this juice up today for review. How much is this bottle of juice?
Can I have a guess?
How many mils is it?
30. How much is the juice in the window?
I reckon that is 30 quid.
£25.
£25! Yeah, okay. You'd need a fucking mortgage for that.
25 quid.
Have you tried it?
Yeah.
Is it nice?
It's very Moorish, but it's something that I'd vape like with a whiskey or something like that. It's something that you wouldn't vape all the time. It's a very, very special vape.
So how would you sit in that price bracket? You're looking at the £5 range. How would you rate it? Would that similar sort of?
Better.
Better.
Yeah.
Is £5 that expensive?
Yes.
Wow.
So because you're paying for the diacetyl, aren't you?
That's it.
That's what you are.
I don't even know what diacetyl is.
Diacetyl?
What, diacetyl? Yeah, there you go. I know what that is.
Diacetyl.
It's dyke tones, isn't it?
But it's nice.
I still can't believe that.
It's 25 quid a bottle. Don't get me wrong, but it's some like if you was because it is like a tobacco kind of, and I hate tobacco juices, but it's kind of like a really rich, smooth. It reminds me of something like, I know I'm only 27, you're gonna think what the fuck, but it reminds me of like a Havana cigar.
Oh,
Like
nice.
really smooth, something you just pick up if you for like a special occasion, something really rich. Or for somebody who likes proper tobacco juices, like tastes banging.
Yeah. Talking of tobacco juices, me and Rick tried some from Kind Juice at the expo.
Yes.
That was really good stuff.
That was actually probably some of the tastiest juices I've tried in a while, tobacco based. Anyway,
Yeah, really nice.
Really good.
So that's the thing with us, obviously, like being hobbyists, we've come away from that traditional tobacco vape. I never really went for tobaccos. So
no, Melanie, Melanie, you haven't missed the start. We're just chatting shit to begin with. What they want to know what you're vaping on, Tom?
So I'm vaping. Well, I am currently vaping on Gemini, Enter the Dragon, which is strawberries and peach, which is fucking really nice, with the Snow Wolf from Royal Hunter, and I'm on the Camry 40 watt with the Subtank Nano with Looper in it. So
he's tanking it tonight.
So I'm tank wanking it tonight, guys.
Oh yeah, but Looper's everything you dream of.
Yeah, pretty nice. I've got to review that yet.
Nice, really nice.
I've still got to review it. I'm going to get it out before you.
It's milky though, it's really milky.
Yeah, I'm actually going to buy a creamy milk concentrate, an extra creamy milk concentrate, and just see what that tastes like on this thing.
You're buying it in the UK or in America?
UK, but I think it's imported from America. I can't remember what.
Might be watered down with PG. Remember Dale?
Flavor House. It's from.
Remember
Oh yeah, actually that's a good point. I need to hook up with Dale actually, so Dale can recommend a company. That's a good idea. He might be able to get some into the next order. Anyway, so no snooker loopy. Yeah, no snooker loopy, Tom.
I have got snooker loopy to hand, so don't you worry, guys.
Is that the first of the production line?
This is the first new bottle. Yes, guys, currently at the moment, it is not CLP because it's got a twist bottle on, but it comes with a child-proof cap. So basically, the twist bottle comes in there with the child-proof cap on it. So you make it non-CLP, but it's
actually
CLP.
Tom, hold up your drink and that snooker loopy.
Here's my drink. Here's
right.
Loopy.
That makes you look fucking small because here's my drink and here's my snooker loopy. So, Tom, are you actually bullshitting us? Are you really like a burrower or something?
No, this is a genuine 100ml bottle of snooker loopy.
That is a big drink, mate. James,
hello.
Do your magic.
Ta-da! Oh, you're still a cunt.
Okay.
Tonight I am vaping on the VMesh X1, which is a mech stroke. It's unregulated, but it's got a chip in it. With the little evil monk on there, with custard cream from Yorkshire Vapor, my favourite juice. Sorry to Clouds Vapors, but I'm not vaping boosted yet because I haven't reviewed it. So when I do, I shall be vaping on that. And then on my feminine side, I am vaping on the Inikin,
which is every side.
That's right. I'm a manly man.
Manly man.
In the Lemo 2, and I've got some Revel by the Cloud Company, Suicide Bunny. And that is it. I do like this little mod though. It's very good. 150 watts goes up to, but it's unregulated, so you can't change it. It just works like a mech mod. It's got a 75 amp LiPo battery in. It's 40 amp constant use. It's pretty good.
That sounds bonkers.
Sounds like a nice little device then.
It is. It's tiny as well. Look, that's with the evil monk on. Absolutely tiny.
Show them that build you got in that fucking thing.
Oh yeah. Let me just hang on. Let me just get my fucking controller up. Just zoom it in. It's a bit of a beast.
Well, you got an Xbox.
Oh, come here. Why are we working? There we go. Okay. I'm just going to zoom it in. Tell me when you see it.
It's about halfway.
Guys! Bit more.
You see it? There you go. Look at that.
That's a beast for such a small RDA.
It's a bit warm, to put it lightly. It's 10 wraps of twisted 0.4mm Canthal in there, dual coil. Comes in about 0.43. It's a little bit warm.
Nice. Okay, so what is Mr. Rick, Mr. Pixel Vape on? I'm on my Smok M80. the only reason I'm on this is I'm trying to break it. I'm vaping it at a constant 80 watts to see how long it's going to last for. And I've got my Troll on there with a build we're going to talk about a bit later. I've also got, and I'm only going to point out two of them, I've got my Sigelli 75 temp control device with a temp control coil on the Mad Hatter. And the juices I've got, I actually went to Trip Hammer.
Wait, finally.
I went to Trip Hammer and I got Twinkles and Merlin. And as you can see, very, very CLP compliant bottles. Seriously, Trip Hammer guys, sort that shit out because that's just fucking. What's that?
Shut them down.
Well, don't shut them down. Just maybe
Sort it out.
sort it out. Yeah. So yeah, the Sigelli. I'm quite impressed with this Sigelli actually. It's nice. It's sturdy.
Yeah, I had a look at one of those at Expo. I've got one coming for review, but it's just taken a while. But I did like the look of it. Really nice.
It's good. I mean, there's with every device, there's a few bad points on it. If you put a low build on it, like 0.2, 0.3, and you chain vape it, you get overheating warning on it that I showed Tom last night. So that's a bit too sensitive, I think, the sensor in there for the overheating. The Atties don't really sit overly flush. They sit on the door panels, but they don't actually sit on the deck on the 510 flush. And you have to take one side panel off, but to get the battery out, you have to take the other one off as well.
Oh,
You just push it out through there. I don't think you have to. You could probably claw your nails in there or something. But
has it not got a ribbon in there?
Nope.
That's weird for Sigelli.
Yeah, I think they just went with the two removable side panels, but they got venting on there. It's all in all, it's a nice device.
What about what you said about when you order the black, you get the silver panels. When you order you get the black.
Yeah. If you order the black version, you get the stainless panels, and obviously, if you order the silver version, you get the other panels, the black panels. So, yeah, I might have to do a swapsy with someone so I got all in one colour.
Is it a fingerprint magnet?
Not really, no. It depends how sweaty your hands are, really. But look. I mean, it's brush stainless anyway, so.
Alright.
But all in all, a nice device. Vape Talk. I shouldn't have put the Mad Hatter on it because you can't really put too much juice in it. It just sort of seeps through the bottom holes and all over your device. So I shouldn't have done that, but I did.
There you go.
Oh,
that's a nice looking T-shirt you got on there, Rick.
Well, you know, I thought I'd get in touch with my mature side and go for the frozen. Before you ask, I didn't steal it off some girl. It is mine. It's got my name on the bottom. Look.
even makes it even gear.
It was my secret Santa present at Christmas, so I thought I would wear it. Considering the missus normally uses it as a 90.
Nice.
Is that because you're big or is that because she's small?
It's because
I'm
one of the fucking same, isn't it?
Sure, last time I saw that T-shirt, Rick, I saw a group of girl guides camping in it.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's only one reason you saw a group of girl guys camping in it. Let's not even go down this fucking route. You've had a little boy before.
Is that why you got your name on it, so you know what to call you?
Hey, real men wear frozen T-shirts.
No,
you know that.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Just because you wouldn't fit in fucking one.
Probably fit in that fucking tent. So should we get on to a subject then, boys?
Nah, let's not bother. I've had enough of you guys. In fact, I've some batteries have finished charging, so I'm going to take those off while you guys talk amongst yourselves. Go on. Let's see if you do the show without me.
All right then.
No, you fucked it now.
Fucking drama queen.
He is, isn't he? Fucking prima donna.
What are you on about? I've never been involved in any sort of drama ever.
Seeing as you want all the attention then, Rick, seeing as this is going to be partly the Rick Tantrum show, what we're going to do is we're going to hand it over to you and you can tell us, do you need subohming coils to blow clouds?
Yeah, of course you fucking do.
Do you?
Nope.
Would you like to take it away then?
Not really.
Would you like to take it away?
Okay, so during the course of your life, your vaping life, your hobbyist side of things, you want to try new coils, you want to do new things. So I took it upon myself to build a really high, well, not really high ohm, but you know, normal sort of high ohm build, normal for some people, and see if you can chuck clouds, and you can. That's it. Done. This is how many wraps was it, Tom? We were doing this the other night, weren't we? I think it's
14.
14 wraps on 26 gauge. Cantful, and it comes in at 1.87. And I've opened it at 80 watts, which comes out at about 9 volts.
Do you need to sub-ohm to blow clouds?
No.
Look at that.
As long as you've got a good surface area of coil and you've got decent airflow, high VG juice, and you've got some power going in it, then you're going to get clouds, aren't you?
Flavour is fucking phenomenal on this as well.
Do you think
Last year I bought one of those Fastec Hannahs. You know, when the Hannahs first came out and Fastec did it. And that only went up to 30 watts, so I used to build like 0.25 mil Cantful, about 12 wraps, dual coil it, loads of airflow. You used to get massive clouds off that.
I think we finally hit a turning point. I mean, obviously for mechs and stuff, for mech mods you need to build quite low to get the clouds. For all your regulated devices that bump it up quite a bit, you can build as high as you like. You can have some smashing, fantastic, lovely clouds off of it.
Woohoo!
That's just satisfying.
What I was worried about when I said it to you was like, if you're going to be pushing like 80 watts for it, is it going to wick quick enough? And it seems to be working quite well.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Ooh.
No, that was just too much vapor in my mouth. I'm getting about 4 or 5 pulls off of it, and I need to rewick. But I'm rejuicing now because I didn't put enough on it.
So do you think there's all sub-ohming things more for heat, more for warm vape?
No, because you know this. If I close off the airflow, this could be fairly warm. I think if you're going to go down the sub-ohm route and you're going to go down to 0.3 or 0.2, by the way, do your research first, please. Then they're better, obviously, for your mech mods. Because you can't really adjust the wattage, it's only putting out what it's putting out.
Yeah, exactly.
Using the laws of physics.
Yeah, and if you've got a coil in there, say what's your max voltage on that device there?
I think that's it, 9.
So how many watts do you need to push out those 9?
80.
80.
You need 80.
Yeah.
You know, I think the Hannah had 30 watts, but I think it was 8.4 volts it went up to. So if you've got a build on there, you've got the maximum voltage out of. You've got not a lot of power going on, but you can have a really high build with all those watts going through it, loads of power, loads of volts going into the coil. So it's really burning well, getting a good amount of cloud off it.
It's nice. It is nice. I like it. I want to build higher and higher.
What is that? 1.8.
1.87.
So it's 1.9.
Ish. Yeah, no, it's actually 1.87.
So it's 1.9.
Yeah.
Round it up, sunshine.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because it will just please you, and I'm not going to please you in any way, shape, or form.
Yes, please.
regardless of what you're thinking right now. 1.87 or 1.9 rounded up. I'd like to go to 2.5.
2.5.
And see what that can do.
That'd be
Yeah.
a massive amount of coils.
Not
You
really.
that might struggle with the wicking a bit.
Well, no, because I'll just step it down to like 32 gauge.
Yeah.
32 gauge.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
You might as well use fishing wire, haven't you?
Fucking 32 gauge. What the fuck? Never actually seen 32 gauge.
Have you not? I'll
No.
show you some. I got some.
And what do you necessarily use 32 gauge for?
Claptons.
So you're usually twisting it.
Yeah, it's
So you're
normally.
not necessarily using it just 32 gauge on its own.
No, but I fucking will. If that's what you want me to do, I'll do it.
Do it. Do it.
Fucking gauge.
It'd be a bitch to pinch, though, wouldn't it?
I want to see that Frozen T-shirt go up in flames.
Never. It will never happen.
Fucking well.
But that's just that, you know.
So fucking flimsy.
Sorry?
So fucking flimsy.
What is 32 gauge?
Yeah.
Like
Like,
if you try to pinch that, that'd collapse on you.
about as thin as fucking cotton. Talking of cotton, we can.
Oh yeah, I can. Do you know what? I was sat there. I was
Look
sat
at
there
that,
thinking,
Ronnick. How slick away.
that was like the slickness of the worst fucking tedious link into cotton and wicking materials ever.
So what are we talking about?
I don't know.
Wiki materials and benefits of different, what we've tried and different benefits of, like, say, for instance, Vapor's Choice, Shake and Vape, Native Wicks, Natural Cotton.
Fiber freaks.
There's so many different cottons on the market, and like, what is it? Why is there so many different cottons on the market? Is it personal preference, or is there any benefits to different cotton?
Yes. They are.
There you go. Moving on.
Just a yes. There's difference. What's the difference?
That's ISO. The Mutation XV4 with the extender cap on it. That's pretty nice.
What the fuck's that got to do with wiki materials?
I don't know.
Right, well, I'm going to pull out some wiki materials.
Well, I'm going to pull out some wicking materials as well. Who's going to win? Me?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm here. I've got it.
I've got Native Wicks.
Yeah. What's the plus of that?
I'm not keen on it, if I'm quite honest. I like it, but it's not what I use all the time. It's not. I haven't got faith in it, if I'm honest. I've got a little bit of Heaven that I've probably used about a strand out of it and then put it to one side because I like it. I've got Muji.
Muji.
Good old Muji. I've got Anarchist Cotton. And I have Naked Cotton.
What's naked cotton?
Naked Cotton is the best looking cotton I've ever seen, but for wicking, I absolutely hate it because it's got the seeds inside the cotton. That's Naked Cotton.
What? That's it. Someone's actually picked that.
Yeah, that's straight off the bud.
I thought they had machines for doing that now.
Nope, that's straight off the bud. And the only issue, as I say, it's nice cotton. It's literally nothing's been done to it. But as you can see here, that's a seed.
Ooh.
And that's right inside the middle of the cotton. So you literally, when you pull the buds out, there's seeds. You can just feel seed after seed after seed. So I've only tried to use it, and I didn't like it because of the seeds. It literally just pulled apart so easy.
Yeah.
But my favourite, probably of all time, is Shake and Vape. But I know there is another cotton coming out called Fusion Cotton. I have been lucky enough to have a sample of it from a good friend of mine, and it's basically normal organic cotton with native wicks inside of it. So it soaks up your juice really well. It's really fluffy, and it lasts ages.
Because I've just got this cotton. This is just from Boots, like your cotton bullshit. Fiber Freaks. Now that is what is it? A cellulose wick. And this is density number 1, and it's like a synthetic sort of cotton. And the thing about this, it's quite scratchy. You know, like cotton gets quite scratchy.
Like poles. Like a few poles, you mean? Like when you first vape it, getting it through?
No, it's just kind of scratchy sort of cotton. But the good thing about that is when and if you do get a dry hit, it's not as harsh. And then obviously just to the big bag of Muji.
Yeah. So what is the difference then between them all? Do they wick faster? Do they wick better? Do they hold juice more? You see, I'm really boring when it comes. I just use Muji. I use cotton more. And Rayon came out. I tried that for a bit. Went off that. When Muji started coming out last year, I went on to that and haven't really moved on to anything else. What is the major difference between them all?
Flavour. For me, it's flavour. When I try, because I really like fluffy cotton. So like with Muji, you can't really like fluff it up at the end so it captures the juice. So I try to use something really fluffy. So that's why I like Shake and Vape, because it's a really proper fluffy cotton, and that's what I think it's so easy to wick with, and it just holds the juice a lot more. You know, when you get these cotton, and it's like the Fiber Freaks did like not the version 2, and it was a flat version, not necessarily more for tanks.
Yeah.
That was kind of like a Brillo pad, and I didn't really like it. And it's like, I want something that's going to hold my juice, give me a good flavour as soon as I set that sucker alight. Do you know what I mean? I want it to give me a bang straight away rather than waiting for the cotton to soak in and for it to get used to the juice, and then the flavour kicks in.
Yeah, that Fiber Freak stuff, it absorbs your juice like no fucking tomorrow. Your juice is just like sucked in, but it doesn't seem to hold it.
Yeah.
Whereas Muji holds it very well. Muji's the only thing I use these days.
Yeah, same here. It's nice to see that when you buy a new tank, it comes through in the post, and it's always got, if it's got an RBA deck, it's got a pad of Muji. It's pretty much Muji all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, these days.
It's the most commonly used, and it's the most cheapest, isn't it, really? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Cheap's not necessarily worse, though, is it? Everybody in chat saying cotton bacon.
Never tried it.
I like it. Tried it. It's really, really, really stringy. Didn't like it at all. It just falls apart so easy when you pull it. It's literally, you have to fucking roll it together to get it actually to stick together. Didn't like it at all. Didn't rate it one bit.
I think, well, the great thing about obviously a Muji is it's in pads, so you just cut it normally to sort of the width or a mil extra to the width of your coil.
I love yours.
And then you just roll it at the end and you just whack it in, snip it, you're done.
There you go.
Whack it in, snip, tuck.
But there's so much on the market for people to try. It's all becoming personal preference. It's not like what's better than what. You know, everybody gets different tastes off different cotton.
Yeah.
Same as everything, though.
It's the same as juice, isn't it? At the end of the day, you know, you can recommend something, but it might not be to your desired flavour.
Yeah.
People do get different tastes off cotton, as they do with you.
Agreed. So I'm just looking at the YouTube channel, and there's a question on there. Are we done with cotton, or what?
Just to move on to stock coils as well, because they always come wicked, pre-wicked, don't they? And a lot of you get quite a bit of variation in that. A lot of the Aspire stuff and some of the other Chinese stuff is like a man-made fibre, isn't it? Do you remember the I think Aspire are doing what's it, Japanese cotton now, aren't they? But
yeah, they used to have like a synthetic sort of thing that go all crumbly.
Ceramic. It was ceramic that they were using.
Yeah, it was horrible. If you ever broke that coil apart to rebuild it, it was just.
There's still a few companies out there doing ceramic wicks as well, aren't there?
Like when you pull them apart, what I don't like about like some of the stock coils is the resistance and non-resistance wire, so you can only actually see the middle part burning. I prefer it to be a natural actual coil
Yeah.
rather than resistance and non-resistance wire. But once again, there's so many options now with all your rebuildable decks and stuff. With, you know, like your sub-ohming clearamizers and stuff. You know, Atlantis has now got like a rebuildable head that you can fit within it. You know, there's a lot of that going on at the minute with your rebuildables on your clearamizers. But rebuildable tank for me is just to prefer it just to get it in there rather than stock coils.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know when you do order a new RDA or something, it always comes, well, not always, but they normally come with a coil pre-built.
Yeah.
Okay. And sometimes they actually come with the cotton in as well. Do you guys
Yeah.
use that, or do you strip it completely out and rebuild? Because I
Yeah,
always
Rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know if it's had all the crap burnt off it, do you? So you can't use that coil because you don't know what you know, you don't know what fingers have been on that and where they've been.
I'd love to think what fingers have been on that.
Oh. Yeah, I won't disrespect little one in China, you know, building 10 million coils a day, but you know what I mean. You literally don't want to be...
No, I mean they could have oil or anything on it really. A lot of like nickel wire that has oil already on it that you've got to pretty much off before you build your coil.
Got to clean it. But Tom, let's go back to what you said. Did you say I'm not going to disrespect little Wan from China?
No.
How do you know his name's not fucking Dave?
Listen, people who ring me from India and say the name's Joseph, fuck off.
Yeah, it's the ones that can't speak a word of fucking English but still phone you. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to do an impression.
Please don't.
No.
Good man. We like a show next week.
I tell you, when I phone up the local pizza place, and I can't phone them up anymore these days because the girlfriend doesn't like pizza at the moment because she's going through her stage of brewing a baby, and she's completely gone off it. We used to phone it up. We used to ask for pizzas with no mushrooms on. So we go, hi, no mushrooms, please. And they go, you want mushrooms? We said, no mushrooms. You want mushrooms? Turned into like a 10-minute conversation about how we didn't want mushrooms on a pizza.
You should have just asked for mushrooms, then they probably want to put it on.
Either that or just go down a supermarket and buy a fucking pizza.
Yeah. So next week we shall be reviewing food, pizzas mainly.
Or food-based juices.
Oh, no.
Do you know what, Tom? I thought of you. I saw, and I know you're not allowed to eat bacon because of your religion, but I saw...
Motherfucker.
I can't continue this. I saw a bacon flavour concentrate, and I was half tempted to buy the bacon and a maple syrupy sort of one, and just like the Americans do.
Oh.
There's a crab juice out there as well now, isn't there?
There's people doing
What?
all sorts. Scampi and chips. There's all sorts of shit out there.
Why? What? But why? Fucking vile.
It's
weird, isn't it? Because what would make it different? We vape sweet stuff. Why would it be any different vaping? Why are they so horrible? Why is it any different vaping something savoury?
Who wants to vape dough?
Some people.
And pepperoni and tomato and oh no. No.
But I think they just do it because they can. It gets people talking, doesn't it? It's almost like a joke present, a bit like this T-shirt, which I actually really love. So
Yeah, but it's not the joke present; it's the joke wearing it.
It's not a joke wearing it. Actually, I stand for my rights to wear whatever I want.
You do that. You crack on, mate. I'll just sit here in my marble pajamas.
By the way, if my girlfriend's not here, but she said her dad's going to be watching the show. If you are there, I'm drinking all the Coke. Have some of that. She's probably not watching anyway. I don't mind. Garlic juice? Jesus.
He's probably doing real life shit like you should be doing right now.
Well, yeah, but there comes a time where you got to sort of enter a land of non-real life shit, which is Tuesday at 8 o'clock, and talk bollocks for an hour and a half. Well, you guys are full of fucking the joys of spring anyway.
Should we go to more of a serious subject?
No, let's go to this question.
Question.
This is directly for you, Tom. This is from Ryan Atkin, I think. Hey guys, any tips on titanium builds? I have SX Mini M Class with recent update for the TI-01 option. It's not directly for you, Tom. I just thought it'd stump you. So.
If you're going to aim it at me, titanium, don't use it. Don't use titanium. Reason I'm saying don't use titanium is because in fireworks, they use titanium to get the white in the fireworks. And as we know, if you dry burn titanium, it causes a mini explosion. I
think that is a different type of titanium, though, isn't it?
And that is at over like 1,000 degrees.
And in order for it to catch fire, he did have to turn all the safety off, didn't he?
Yeah, it's not fucking magnesium, Tom.
Might as well be.
Yeah, but you can say that about aluminium. Aluminium dust is highly flammable.
Aluminium?
Yeah.
Aluminum.
I think I said that. Anyway, let me just...
For American viewers, it's
move my quiz.
aluminium, not aluminum.
Yes. As we pointed out to Mark last week, put him right on a way to speak proper English like what we does.
What's that shit that went down in Kent quite recently? There's some shit that went down, isn't it?
Shit down in Kent?
Right, yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, what about the trouble, though? There's some trouble.
What trouble's that? What are we on about?
I don't know, I saw it on the news. I just thought I'd randomly chuck a news item in there. Or something of some sort.
What the? Wingit.com.
Yep, there you go.
We have actually got serious subjects to talk about, and you're winging it about fucking Kent.
Have we?
Yeah.
Right, what have we done? Right, okay.
What have we not done?
Oh, you've been taking stuff off. Good boy, Tom.
I have, pal.
Give him an egg.
Have you even got it up, James?
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, what about the list? What about the list? Come on.
That T-shirt really brings out your moods, Rick.
Don't. Yeah, I know they're man moves as well. You know, I just sort of. And you're a man's man. No one's dinting. No one's dissing the Kent people. I think James just isn't a very good advert for people that live down in Kent.
Because I don't live there.
James lives absolutely nowhere near.
Oh yeah, you don't live in Kent, do you?
I live absolutely miles away from Kent.
That's another story altogether, so apologies to the Kent people. Where do you live then?
You apologise that James doesn't represent you properly because he doesn't live there.
Yeah, no. Bastard. Why not?
Good old Gloucestershire.
Oh god, that's even worse. No, it's not. I love people from Gloucester.
James, you just said your place where you're living is worse than Combine Harvester land.
Yeah, probably. At least I've fucking been to Trip, I know.
So have I.
It's only fucking 2 minutes from you.
Well, turned out it was like 30.
Well.
And then, the worst thing about going to Triphammer, right, is we put it in the sat-nav, and we went on our merry way, just chatting away, having a laugh, you know, driving there. Left the girlfriend and her mum in mother care, and we just fucked off to Triphammer, and we parked up, and we knocked on the door because the door was shut. It turns out that was their fucking storage warehouse. Their actual shop was 20 minutes ago. Why the fuck is Google Maps bringing that up?
Fucking loser. So, Vape Jam 2016.
Yeah.
Well, is that... Yeah.
Yeah. It could be... it could be carry on business as normal, or it could be one of the last blowouts that we get a chance to do.
You love your blowouts.
Yeah, in June.
Hang
June
on.
2016.
Yeah.
I think I got a fucking
It says
sound.
it's back to London. I don't know whether it's going to be the same venue.
Can we do that joke again that I just done?
Which
And-
joke was it?
Exactly. And you love your blowouts.
Back to fucking London again. Fuck me.
London, yeah, but London's like it's not too far for me.
Yeah, it's alright for you. It's not alright for us people that live 3 hours away.
Yeah, it's I don't think the venue's been confirmed yet, is it? I don't think it's. They said London, so they didn't say Olympia, so I'm not sure on that.
They should do it down in Dorset.
No,
Yeah, right. Yeah, of course they should.
I'll tell you what they should do. They should do it up in fucking Scotland.
What, a vape fest in Scotland? A vape expo? It'd be fucking freezing.
That'd be nice. Then I could put a trip to Scotland, based around,
Oh, Dale says it's in the same venue, just a bigger hall. Oh, that's good news.
oh, in a bigger hall. Bloody hell.
nice.
That is good news. So it could be really, really good, and everybody can still vape whatever they want. There's going to be loads of new devices and loads of new juices, or it could be lots of 10ml bottles.
Yeah.
C4s.
Well, I don't know, because it's still going to take a year for it. It's going to be rolled out for 2016. It's going to take a year of transition, isn't it, where people can sell their old stock.
Is that confirmed?
I don't know whether it's confirmed or not. That's what everybody's saying at the moment, so couldn't say whether it's guaranteed. I can't see how they're going to change everything overnight.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just not physically possible, is it?
Apparently, they reckon it's going to be 3 times bigger.
Wow.
It was pretty big last time.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
Are
Yeah,
they-
there's
are they
probably
gonna-
about.
Are they going to support the UK a bit more this time?
Like I said, I'd like to see separate sort of areas. So you got American sort of in one area, and then European. Nah, fuck Europe. I mean the TPD.
I don't want it. I honestly don't want it segregated. I want it to be us all together, but I want to see more British. I want to see more European stuff.
Yeah, but what I mean is for budgets, the UK budgets aren't as.
Then the organisers need to realise that and then get that resolved, because that just should be something we need to think about.
But they still need to cover their costs.
Correct. I understand and I agree 100%.
Don't get me wrong. Exhibitions are quite big money winners, but at the same time, I've never been to an exhibition in the trade that I'm in, where it costs under 350 quid a square metre.
That's quite a lot.
A lot, yeah.
And then the last time the Europeans had their own little section, didn't they? There was that kind of French European section at Vape Jam, but it wasn't that busy in there. It would, like Tom says, it'd be nice to have it all, US stand, English stand, French stand, all intermingling and together. Even at Expo, it seemed the Americans were on one side, apart from Cutwood, and then the English were on the other side. It'd be just nice to see it all mingled in together.
Yeah, but I think basically what they do is they give you a floor plan, and you pick your stand. You pick where you want to go. But what they'll do is they'll put the bigger stands sort of in one area, and then the smaller stands in another area, because they can obviously group them together to make a bigger surface area. They can't have a big stand and then one small stand and then a big stand. And I've just been waving my arms around. Apparently, guys, if you go into Vape Fest, Dale's tent, he's going to be doing bacon sarnies for everybody in the morning.
Nice one, Dale.
Take enough bacon, Dale. I don't want bacon, by the way. I don't do.
Yeah, It's against his religion. He's losing it though, apparently.
Losing my religion.
That's a song. Sing it. Sing it. It's quite snotty. You need to get really snotty.
And it rains down in Africa.
That's not the right.
I saw the rain down in Africa. That's a song, isn't it?
No.
That's an attempted song.
I believe in a thing called love.
I don't know.
Karaoke.
I'm not. Yeah. Next week we'll be doing karaoke. It's a karaoke special.
Never gonna give you up.
Oh dear. Yeah. Good story.
Good story, bro.
I can guarantee though, Dale at Vape Fest will try and get the biggest badass tent he can.
He already has.
Yeah, because that's just Dale all over.
He has.
I'd be surprised if he hasn't got one of those fucking massive tour buses like that Will Smith's got, with the size that go out, zzz, turns into like a mansion or something like that, and then he'll sell it a week later.
I'm staying at Costa del Dale Mill.
Yeah. Again, if I was Dale, I probably wouldn't have put that burden upon myself. But because he has, unfortunately for him, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do any juices for the following 2 weeks after.
Not sharing a room, by the way.
You bloody are. Sharing a room? There's rooms?
Yeah, rooms within a tent. Of course there is.
If I do go, I'll just take my normal 2-man tent, which obviously for me is a 1-man. And there will be no flags advertising which tent is mine.
It'll just have bullet holes across it.
Yeah. You just got to walk around to find the tent that's been pissed on the most.
So you pixel vaping.
Oh my god. There's no electric hookups, is there?
They're supposed to be, but they're not guaranteeing it yet.
Yeah, so if you are going, just make sure you got a lot of spare batteries. I'm sure they put some sort of charging station there,
Didn't
weren't
you
they?
have a charging tent last time?
Yeah, because I'm going to sit there for 2.5 fucking hours for my batteries to charge. This is a waste of a day, unless you get a ticket, like in the supermarkets at the deli. Ticket number 4, please.
Queuing up.
It's just a T-shirt, Rick. I don't know what Dale's referring to there. So yeah. So back onto Vape Jam.
Oh yeah.
Rather than the tangent we've been going on all the time. No fault of my own, by the way.
It's nice to have a little blowout every now and again, though.
It is. It is. Expo was fun. Vape Jam was fun. It's just nice to, if only just for that social event, getting to see people again, getting to meet people. Every time, like the Vape Jam and Expo, I met up with the guys on Chat Clouds Vapors. They're really nice. They got nice coffee as well. So give me a nice cup of coffee. Very nice. Got some free beers, even better.
Nice.
Yeah, Dale is got his abusive head on. Apparently, if it's gotta, as in GOTTA, fuck me, he failed at English at school. If it's got a neck hole and armholes, Rick, it's a T-shirt, not a tent. Smiley face. Hang on, I got a sound effect for that fucker as well.
So
let's play a game. Let's play a game.
Mark Godden says, you know why Rick has Rick on his T-shirt? The P fell off. Pissed myself laughing.
Is that why you wear Speedos with the S that falls off? So anyway, let's
Awesome.
play a game
Yeah.
of see who can be silent the longest.
You fucking right off.
You can what?
Yep, James, you won.
You what?
Grandad, keep on.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a hearing aid loop in your room, so.
I am deaf as it goes. I do have trouble hearing, especially when two noisy fuckers are shouting in the background.
I'll tell your kids to shut up. I tell you what, I am actually liking this trip hammer juice. So this trip hammer juice is really good.
What flavour is that one?
This is Merlin, which is like a cream tea sort of thing. You know, the cream tea with the scone and all that sort of shit. And then I got the Twinkles, which is I can only assume I've never had a Twinkie, but it's like a, you know the American sort of Twinkie bars.
I thought you liked your Twinks.
Yeah, I love a foam tube that squirts goo.
Oh, purple-headed yogurt square. Filthy tonight, boys. Filthy.
This has got nothing to do with me. I come in just wanting a civilized conversation, and then Tom turned up right like for the show. Tom come in at 6:30. Normally it's 5 to 8, but 6:30. They went for his poo at 7. He didn't come back to 7:45. There's a lot you got to get out of that body.
I might have been busy doing something else.
Yes, Trip Hammer is a UK company.
But no, they're not CLP.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't know. Let me get the focus and let's see if some clever soul can work out why these bottles aren't CLP compliant.
They're wrote on for one.
Fucking what?
They're wrote on for one.
No, I know.
Shut up. I know what you on about.
But yeah, they are tasty juices. I think it's £10 for 30ml as well, so that's not a bad price.
That's pretty good value.
Just need to sort out their compliancy.
There you go. As every UK company should do.
Yes. Or European.
Yeah, actually, there you go. European, even better.
Then it's their own issue if they get shut down, because we've tried to tell you as much as we fucking can.
Yep. So what else are we talking about tonight then?
I raised a subject, well, a kind of thought. I don't know where these thoughts are coming from. I don't really have many of them, but when I do, I tend to think they can be somewhat value-adding. Basically, all these news articles that are coming out.
I'm sitting back for this one.
You can sit back. Right, so we're having all these news articles about, and we've got some douchebags saying vaping's going to kill you within a week and stuff like that. And as a vaping community, we're always very, very quick to shut them down, and rightly so. But then I got onto thinking, well, all these good news articles, like vaping's no more harmful than breathing in air, or passive vaping, you know, passive second-hand vaping is no more harmful than breathing in air and stuff like that. Yeah, that's really good, but do we question the resources they come from? Do we question the research behind it, or do we just go, that's good news, let's share this?
We should do. But
We should do, yes.
I don't think as a community we do enough.
No, I think as soon as we get good news, we just share it. We just go bang, bang, bang. Look, this is good. Vaping's good for you. And don't get me wrong, I'm very pro vaping, obviously, but at the same time, I think we need to start questioning where these sources are coming from and where the research is coming from. Because if we don't, we're just going to look, and it all turns out to be false, or some of them turn out to be false. We just look as big a cunts as the people that are putting out all the bad shit.
Yep. Agreed.
Like, right, so going back to, like, you're saying about bad things and good things,
Mhm.
You remember the story we covered a couple of weeks back about the guy that had the mod supposedly go off in his mouth?
Yep.
Yeah.
We all found out it was bogus in the end.
Yeah, and everybody's kicking up a massive stink about it.
Yeah, and everybody jumps upon the bad stuff and everybody jumps upon the good stuff. Once again, I totally understand and agree that we need to find out where these sources are coming from. But because there's not that much of a reliable source, that these stories that come out, we're just literally jumping on them whether they're right or not.
Yeah.
There's not enough evidence to prove the good stories and the bad stories are genuine articles.
No.
But
that's exactly what I'm saying. We need to start questioning these.
But that's media. That's media anyway. We all know that.
That is no. But what I'm saying, as a community, we're very quick to shut down the naysayers.
Yeah.
But we're also very quick to share without any background, information or any research on where this research has come from. We're very quick to just share that and not even think twice about it.
Yeah. I think it needs to be. I mean, a lot of good articles out there have have a link that you can go to the reference points, and they're the ones you need to take notice of. If they do have a kind of reference system where you can actually double check it, make sure it's right. Now, if you're looking for pro vaping stuff or stuff that's real, Fossilinos' stuff that he puts out, that's pretty well tested and genuine stuff. But just an article saying sources say. That's the kind of stuff that you need to stay away from because it's no more valid than tabloid journalism, is it really?
Exactly.
Pinch of salt with everything. Unless we can prove where these sources are coming from, we need to take it as a pinch of salt and maybe not be so quick to jump on the bandwagon. I mean, don't get me wrong, good news is great news, and as long as it's to do with pro vaping, it's brilliant news. But
yeah.
We have to be sure, because if everybody's sharing false information that's good, then we're all going to look like a bunch of arseholes.
Yeah, I think so. Or if somebody does put out some good news, then question it. Try and find out where the sources come from, rather than just say, "Yay, great stuff, good news."
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, it needs to be done. Otherwise, I agree with you, Rick. We're going to end up looking like a complete bunch of knobs, really, if we don't.
Well, that's what they're planning for. That's what they want. They want us to look like absolute dicks that don't have a clue what we're on about. And that's what the media's doing to us anyway. Regardless, there's so many bogus stories, regardless if it's true or not. There's so much out there that we could start it tonight that they're saying that it's not going to get banned in 2017. It's not the TPD's cancelled. They're not deciding to run through it. And people would share it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook is a very, very big part of people's lives regarding news, and that is a main point. Rather than watching the telly, people watch Facebook.
Yeah.
And when people watch TV shows and stuff happens, they jump on Facebook, and that's where it's discussed.
Yeah. I think somebody raised a valid point, because this was put up on our Facebook group. So a quick plug to that. If you haven't joined it, if you're watching, you're not joined our Facebook group, just put in Vape Talk UK and you'll find it. But somebody mentioned that what if it is actually all this plus or pro vaping media that's been put out is put out by the big tobacco companies, because they're obviously going to get into this market in some way, shape or form. They are already. What if they're putting this out to boost the sales of the tobacco that's not being sold?
Yeah, well, they could well be. But that's the negative side of things, isn't it?
Yeah.
And no one really believes anything negative to do with vaping.
Well, it's the thing where people are saying it's as good as it's healthy. It's healthy to vape, or it's safer to vape than smoking. It's called a safer alternative. We don't claim it's for health reasons. We don't claim it makes your life any better. It's basically getting nicotine a safer way. We're not saying it's not in the long term. It's not going to do any damage. There's not enough research and there's not enough time that vaping's been about to actually do that research. So we don't actually know. We are the guinea pigs of the vaping world.
Yeah, I think Mr. Magoo, Godden has put quite a valid point and hit the nail on the head. It's because we want to believe it's better for us than smoking, that we share these posts quite, almost rapidly, and it spreads like wildfire. That's the side of the viral side of things, isn't it? But I'm not sure it's a case of we want to believe. Like, we do know ourselves, you know, in our own rights of how we feel after vaping. You know, from when we were smokers, because the majority have converted, haven't they? And I think, you know, vaping's done a lot of good for everybody concerned, everybody watching this and stuff like that. Yeah, tobacco harm reduction.
Wait, it's not tobacco harm reduction, is it? Because we're not using tobacco.
Yeah, exactly. We're not.
We're
True. Yeah.
We're using pharmaceutical grade nicotine, so it's not even tobacco. So we're not doing tobacco harm reduction because there is no tobacco in the majority. I know there's some tobacco flavored e-juices out there that have their flavourings extracted from tobacco leaves, but the majority of e-juices out there are using pharmaceutical grade nicotine, not tobacco.
But it all depends on what terminology you're using it in. If you're using it in, you know, terminology of the Tobacco Products Directive, then it does come under tobacco, even though it isn't. It's got fuck all to do with tobacco.
I would disagree with that entirely because it isn't tobacco.
It isn't.
We've taken everything out of. We're not even using tobacco. We're just using nicotine, which nicotine isn't exclusive to tobacco. Nicotine is in tomatoes, for fuck's sake.
Potatoes, everything. The thing that annoys me is that nicotine is known not to do it any harm. It's just an addiction. That's all it is. It's an addictive chemical. It's not actually known to do any harm.
In its raw state, it is.
Yeah, it can be poisonous to them too.
Yeah, in the raw state, but in the state we're using it, it's not. It doesn't give off any harm. But once again, is that down to us not doing enough tests with it, or having it long enough? We've not been testing it as long enough as human guinea pigs in this, because we necessarily are the guinea pigs of the vaping world, because we are learning everything that's going on in the vaping world. It's advancing every day, and different tests are being done every day, and we're learning things all the time.
Yeah.
I think you got a Facebook message, Tom.
I have.
Yeah, so my term, the way I see it is, it's not tobacco. I didn't quit tobacco. I did quit tobacco because I didn't like tobacco, but I didn't quit nicotine. I want to carry on vaping nicotine. So it is. If you wanted to look at it, I know we want to avoid this terminology, but for me, it's nicotine replacement therapy. It's not tobacco harm reduction. I know we don't want to talk about that because, you know, then that puts vaping into a medical arena, and then it's going to get taxed and regulated as a medicine. We don't really want that.
Was it one of the juice companies said all their nicotine was extracted from potatoes?
Say again.
And there was a juice company, I can't remember who it was, that said all their nicotine was extracted from potatoes.
That'd take you years to do.
Yeah, and I think it's actually published on their website, and I think they took it down quite sharpish.
So Dale's put an interesting note on there. Avocados is actually the main source of nicotine. So not tobacco, avocados. There you go.
Have you ever tried an avocado? I haven't.
I not tried to vape one. I couldn't get it to burn.
Hang on. I've got a sound effect for that. Okay.
Thank you.
Brilliant. You got to laugh.
You failed so hard with them sound effects.
They're not. They're there for a reason. They wouldn't put them on there if they didn't want me to use them.
As a fail.
Not as a fail, as life. So
what are they labelled as? Rick's cunt buttons.
Do you know what? There's only one cunt button in here, and that's you.
Oh, not the one wearing a Frozen t-shirt.
So anyway, see how long we've been silent for, go. I could go on all day. No, I couldn't, there's only 12. Anyway.
But yeah, what were we talking about? Oh yeah. Safer, do your research. Articles, do your research. If there is a clickable link underneath the article, at the bottom of the article, then please read it. You know, see where the sources are. If there are no sources, then take it with a pinch of salt.
What are you
Yeah.
laughing at?
If there, oh yeah, laughing at James. If there is an article, read it.
I said a source.
You crack me up, James. Right.
Oh, I'm allergic to fucking Rick shit.
I'm allergic to bullshit.
Oh.
Awesomeosaurus. Right, okay. Now, someone that might know a bit more than this than me is Tom.
Are we talking about Jersey?
Yes.
Right. The New Jersey Expo was on the weekend, and there was pre-warnings that you couldn't vape at the Expo, exactly the same as the Birmingham Expo. We all got told that you couldn't vape in the Expo until we got there, and they were still telling people in the line that you couldn't vape at the Expo, but we all got there and we was all vaping inside happily. But there was a news article this week basically stating that the police in New Jersey shut down the New Jersey Expo.
For the purpose of this story, can we call them cops?
Yes, cops. So the cops shut down the Expo. That what the reports were going around. This wasn't the case. Basically, what they were doing is they came in and they handed out a form to all vendors at the New Jersey Expo and told them that you couldn't vape inside the venue. You basically had to what they called the pavilion, which was basically next to the shit dump. So it was outside next to the fucking bins. That's where you could vape. And what they were doing is they was fining people for vaping within inside the venue. I believe it started out at $200 for the first fine. The second fine was $400, and the third fine was $1,000. But what they wasn't doing is they wasn't individually fining people. They were fining tables. So if you was at a table vaping and there's only one person there, you all got like £1,000 fine if that was the third time the table got a fine. So basically what they tried to do was shut down, and the police actually came in and basically shut the Expo down from vaping. But Mr. Good old P. Posado beforehand did put up a video stating that you couldn't vape at the Expo, basically because it was a new ruling in New Jersey to say that you couldn't vape indoors.
What's that, the indoor smoking ban?
Yeah. So they're classing vaping in New Jersey as smoking, so they did ban it, and they were basically going in and fining people. Is this going to affect us when the TPD comes in? Is this going to affect us when everything goes around? That's my question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, there was. Again, we're going back to news stories, aren't we? But that was that recent news that the government have no plans to ban indoor vaping.
Yeah.
Again, is that a questionable source where that's come from?
Yeah, I did speak to people that went to the New Jersey Expo. I did actually speak to some people, and what the news reports said was true, and that's exactly what they were doing. So the actual report said it was banned, and people that basically shut down the Expo. That wasn't the truth. In the article, the people I spoke to told me that they were fining people.
Fining people?
Yeah, so as I say, it started at $200 the first fine, the second fine was $400, and the third fine was $1,000. And probably if you did it after that, you was probably arrested.
So they basically, what you're saying is they made a lot of money out of this?
Yes.
Wow.
That's a bit of a shame for the Vape Expo then, isn't it? The New Jersey one.
I can kind of see how that would put a downer on the whole thing.
Yeah. I know that reading reports on it and looking at people's Twitter feed, and a lot of people had a really good time anyway. And there were some cloud competitions, etc., going on there for those that are into it. But it does kind of.
What's that with a $200 entrance fee?
Yeah, probably $1,000 entrance fee. But it kind of takes it away from what we know as expos, where you walk around, you get to taste juices. You get to try different things out, and if you can't actually do that at the stand, then you're buying things on faith, and it's how can you win a best juice line if nobody's actually tried it?
Yeah, they should just lock the doors.
It's mad. It's like, is it gonna come over here and do exactly the same? Not over here. It's disheartening. Really, is disheartening. Who's gonna trust to go to another expo again?
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, I don't think, from what I know, I don't think there's any plans to ban the indoor vaping. I think that's kind of been shut down now. But I don't know, only time's going to tell, isn't it, really? I think that it's going to be the TPD, and then after that, probably, will maybe shutting down indoor vaping, stopping you from vaping in public places. Who knows?
Exactly.
Time will tell. Oh dear. Yeah. It's
Scaremongering is. Are we worried? Are we trying? What we're trying to do to stop this? It's, there's a lot of things with inside one news report at the other side of the world. I understand it's the other side of the world, but what are we doing as a community to try to stop that?
Yeah, I think it's just a case again of making our voices heard, isn't it? With the Article 20 legal challenge, make sure you sign that, everybody. Article20legalchallenge.com. It's getting your voices heard as a vapor. I think that's what us as individual vapors could do, isn't it?
Well, I've just been sent a message, and basically it states that in New Jersey they were actually vaping all day on the Sunday, and nothing really kicked off then, so they only did it for really one day. So they must have known that the Saturday probably was the busiest day, and then probably just gone try and make as much money as they can there.
Yeah.
Probably.
But it's still bad, isn't it? It's a negative. I just feel for the organisers.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the vendors and stuff that actually put money into the expo and then actually got there and was like, yeah, I'm wanting people to sample my juice so they can get a taste of it and want to purchase it in the future or purchase it today, and they can't even fucking try it.
Yeah, it's not clever, is it?
No.
No, I think because the way that America with the CASAA, they're basically their version of the TBD. I think they're because they have so many different states in there, all having different laws. There's lots of different states trying to do their own thing, putting their own laws in place. I think New Jersey was the first, or one of the first, to ban vaping indoors. But because we are not a state country as such, I know we have counties, but they're not. They're all come under one law. It's either going to be the whole of the UK gets a ban, or it doesn't happen at all.
I think they should have just let it go.
You funny bastard.
Where's that tumbleweed?
Blah, 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 blah.
Hang on. It's not.
Back in again.
I think they just let it go.
No. Just no.
Always know them.
No.
Alright, fuck's sake.
Sad fucker.
Scraping around.
I think it's nearly 1:15. I think we should do the competition.
No, I don't.
I
think. Alright, get them up then.
You're the man of the moment. Now get the fuck on with it.
Okay, I'm doing it. Right, competition. What was it for? The Royal Hunter from the Yorkshire Vapor.
Yup.
The Yorkshire Vapor.co.uk. It's a Royal Hunter, and who is the
esource.co.uk with the Atlantis.
With the Atlantis. So, guys, how many rolls? Give me how many rolls between 1 and 5.
You've got 5, so we'll do 5.
Come on, you go.
Come on, 5. 3.
Right, we got 3. Robert Scott's always the first one. He can tell when we're going to do this. Right, okay, let's share this screen. Share. I'll present to everybody as well. There we go. Right, okay, so we got entries in here. There wasn't an awful lot. So, more chance of winning. And obviously with the red lines you see under here, people spell their names wrong. Right, so 3 rolls. Okay. Getting feedback off Tom.
Yeah.
1. 2. 3.
Who is it?
Alex Vincent.
Alex Vincent.
Alex.
Alex.
Well done, mate. Congratulations. To get the Atlantis. Bloody hell, Tom, you're feedbacking.
Sorry.
Yeah, to get the Atlantis, then go to eSource Facebook page. Put links in there, and then they can send it out to you. And Dale, get hold of Dale, and he will send out that Royal Hunter to you.
Hooray!
Awesome job. And if you're not a member of the Facebook group, then join it.
Yeah!
Even fucking better.
Do we have a competition for next week, Dale? You got anything to give us?
No. We can't do that. We need to give it a week's rest because.
Why?
Oh, because I got to do the page. Oh, okay, we got a competition for next week. There we go. Dale Wilkinson from the YorkshireVape.co.uk. He's put, I'll chuck in an MVP3 Pro with iSub G-Tank next week in gold.
Ooh, gold.
Ooh. So we're going to have to come up with another question. We need another question.
Yeah.
We'll discuss that after the show, and if you go on vapetalkuk.co.uk, then you'll be able to see the competition link up there, probably about half an hour after the show.
Clouds Vapors have just said that they will try and get something together for the comp as well. Nice one, guys. So if you're around the Leicester area, check them out, because they've just opened a vape cafe as well with a barbecue. I think they do cocktails as well there, so check them out.
Alex is watching the show. Well done, lad.
Well done, Alex.
Is he?
He is, yeah. He's in the chat. So what we're going to do for the last 15 minutes, I've just decided on top of my head, is we're going to need some chat participation, and I think we should have some questions from the chat.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, questions from the chat.
Let's have a last 10-15 minutes from the chat. Let's have some questions in. Serious questions. Dale, keep yourself to yourself.
What I'm thinking of is I could show you guys this this coil if you want with my I've named it the builder cam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a separate webcam. Look.
Oh, look at him.
Let's have a look then. Let's have a look, la-dee-da.
Okay, right. I'm gonna let me just. Yeah.
Well, no point moving it now, was there?
Yeah, look, it's down there.
That keyboard though.
It's nice, isn't it?
Why have you got that pointed to your crotch?
Well, you know.
Hello, lady.
What kind of live streaming are you doing after this show?
Yeah, so.
I've got a quick question.
Yeah.
Is that T-shirt Lycra?
Yeah.
Are you wearing Lycra again?
I've not really got builder cam, by the way.
Oh, you're bullshit. You are terrible.
So we got a question while he's doing that. What was your first bit of kit, vaping kit that you all started on? I think we've done that, but mine was like a Sig-alike.
Can we do the first bit of kit that actually got us off the Siggies?
MVP2 with, I think it was an iClear 30.
See, mine was the Vamo V5 and the Nautilus, which actually got me off the Stinkies.
Mine was a Vamo V2.
Ooh, technology at its finest.
With a Igo L 2-pot stripper.
Nice little drippers, aren't they? There you go. Another question. Opinions on people's recommending newbie vapors some kits?
Oh, don't even get me started. Someone's obviously watched my fucking rant.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started.
Matt, I still reckon that the Kangatech sub-ohm kit, or the sub-box kit, was a really good idea, only if they put in an additional 1.2 ohm coil and left the RBA deck open.
I think Tom needs to sort out the feedback.
Yeah, I think he does. That's terrible.
Fucking
Good. He's muted.
Is that better?
No.
Should be better.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
I say to you before the start of each show. Yeah.
I've signed it.
If Rick's T-shirt was on a woman, she'd be pregnant. Hold on. And she is. Yeah, they call this T-shirt the Impregnator.
Can we go back to sub-bombing, please?
Yeah.
No, because the last thing we want to hear is you bloody going off on one.
Okay, then I'll just hold back. If you want to go watch my Righty Tighty, my rant, go watch it there, because I did do a rant the other day about sub-bombing and new vapors sub-bombing, and I think it's a fucking bad idea. Bad idea. They should have released the so-called sub-box or whatever kit. Should have released that with 1.2 or 1.5 coils rather than 0.5.
I just said that.
We've had another question in from Mr. Magoo. I think this might be directed at me. Do you guys think there is enough backstabbing in the vaping world, or do we need more? Well,
drama gets you views, doesn't it?
It does. You're right, it does.
I don't think you can call it whatever you want, or backstabbing or whatnot. I don't think it's called backstabbing if you've got a valid argument and you fill it with jump cuts.
Well, I don't think it's backstabbing in the vaping industry. I think it's backstabbing human beings.
Yeah, it's just human nature, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Every walk of life, you get it. Everybody loves a bit of drama. That's why you all watch fucking Geordie Shore, to watch them fucking fight after they've had a piss up. Everybody likes a bit of drama. You know what I mean? Just adds to it. But if people want to have drama, bring it on.
Myself, don't get involved in it. Not really my cup of tea. I'll have a chat with people about stuff, but I'm not.
Drama's boring. Drama's boring after a while. It's boring.
I can't be bothered.
Drama's boring. I'd never get involved in drama.
Yeah, queen of drama over there. Have you got one of the dresses that the girls are wearing on your t-shirt?
I'm pretty sure, give it 2 or 3 years, it'll be in a wardrobe, not mine, but a wardrobe.
What, you're going to dress your son in a dress?
All I'm saying is my child is probably going to love Frozen, which is cool with me because I love it as well.
By the time your child is ready to watch TV, there'll be something else like Rasta, Mickey Mouse or something.
Yeah. The films that you love now, you won't love when you have a child, because after you watch Frozen for the 50th time that week, it gets a little bit tiresome.
I've already seen it 70 times. I even got the version with the lyrics on.
I bet you've got the Blu-ray, haven't you? The collector's edition.
I don't have a Blu-ray player.
Doesn't mean shit. Still collectors.
Yeah.
Shit.
James Michael Benedict Maloney, opinions on the Aspire Triton Pegasus mod. Haven't tried them, can't give you one.
Well, that wasn't direct.
Same. I've had enough of fucking sub-ohming clearomisers for one day. As I go back to my subtract, no.
Okay, so we've got to come up with some sort of bloody question.
What's that got to do with life?
Well, I don't know. Let's just come up. Let's come up with a question. Okay, we got a few comments in what do you call it?
YouTube.
YouTube.
In the YouTube land.
Yeah.
The land of the tube.
Andrew says big boy, and then he says not as big as my dick. to which Troll Hunter replied, the one on your head. Andrew says no one gives a shit. Oh, okay. Andrew says is actually a troll. A channel about vape. Good luck with your mission. Right. Okay. We are. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks
What
for
is on
the
mission?
kind comments.
What is on?
Go on.
chat bollocks for an hour and a half every Tuesday night about vaping.
Yeah, I love it. Paul Wallace. I know a guy named Paul Wallace. Is this the Paul Wallace? Hang on, let me just check this out. Oh, is he even still here? Yes, he is.
What
No,
is you on about, Tom?
it's not the same Paul Wallace. There's a guy named Paul Wallace saying, "Hey guys, this is my first time watching this. Finding it brilliant, and we're watching every Tuesday now. So here's my first question: what do you guys think of postless RDAs like the Evil Monk? Take it away, James and Tom, because they never fucking sent mine, the twats."
It's because they were too busy getting sued, so they couldn't send yours.
I don't. It's just another. It just makes it a bit smaller, compact, doesn't it? It's a little bit of a stealth vape. Sits nicely on a mod. It's because it's so small, you get an awesome amount of flavour. So I think it's I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's good. I just think it's another form of getting some flavour in your system, really.
My answer to that is, if you want to try a postless dripper, try the Evil Monk. If you want to try a postless tank, try the Eden Mods Rose V2.
There you go.
But what if you don't want to try the Evil Monk? What else is there out there for us?
There's the Mirko. That's a new one that's come out. You've got the High On Pi as well, haven't you?
The Pi 2, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's going to be quite a few coming out in the future.
Is it really that good though?
It's once again, it's something we don't really see. We all see how many 3-post RDAs have we all reviewed, how many 4-post RDAs have we reviewed. That's the basic that's on the market. There's not that much of it on the market, so it's something different. That's really it. It's just a little hype thing because you don't see it every day.
I don't, the plus points are it just makes it nice and small, a compact vape basically. But is it any better than a postless RDA? Does it change the flavour? In my opinion, no, because it still works the same. It just makes it a more of an open deck to build on. So maybe you can fit, like you saw my coils earlier on, big fat coils in there, and you don't have to worry about the posts. But it's I don't think it improves the vape in any way.
Just to let you know, me and Rick aren't big fat coils.
Yeah, well, I kind of am. Could you, talking about high ohm builds, yeah? High ohm, not high on. Could you, in that Evil Monk, actually do like a 20 wrap space and curl it all round, like from the positive to the negative? So pretty much single coil taking up like the whole RDA base.
I don't see why not. It'd just be the spacing of the coil, wouldn't it? The spacing of the coils. You're going to get, because it's a circle, you're going to get ends close together and ends space apart. So is it going to...
It's about the height as well of it, because it's not very... Is it 14 mil high?
Yeah.
It's not very high. So you're not... It's got to be... If you're going to do like a stove top or something like that, you probably could do a stove on it.
No, not on about a stovey. I'm on about just roll your normal coil, or wrap your normal coil, put it in the positive, yeah? And you got your negative next to it. Yeah. Actually, don't go to that negative, but go all the way around back to that negative.
Yeah, you could do.
You'd have a circle coil, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
So you'd have a coil like a stovetop, but it's just not normally just a normal coil. It'd be spaced to fuck, wouldn't it?
It'd what?
It'd be spaced as hell, so you'd have to do it with like nickel or something. You're coming up with these stupid ideas and never even tested them out.
Put them out there. I'll tell you what, yeah, but if I would have had it, I would have tested it out. But yeah, Ivogo, is that the name?
Ivogo.
I wouldn't know, they haven't sent me anything.
Oh my god. Don't sue me, bro.
I'm gonna go buy one and just smash it up. Just as a point. Matthew J. Heritage. Pixel, are there any decent vape shops down southwest? I'm in Devon looking for somewhere to spunk loads of money.
Whereabouts in Devon?
He doesn't mind driving an hour. I really couldn't tell you. I buy most of my stuff online. You have got Trip Hammer. They had a lot of mods in there and a lot of RDAs and stuff. That's in Bournemouth or Christchurch sort of way. Kinston.
Fuck me, you said 4 places then. Make your mind up.
Three. Well, Bournemouth, Christchurch, Kinston, sort of 3 the same thing.
Somebody did ask as well is first RDA for your first dripper. What is the best first RDA?
Depends what you want, though, doesn't it? It depends if you want clouds or if you want flavour or you want a bit of both.
I'd definitely go for a 4-post for a first dripper. Now I'd go for a 4-post RDA.
Would you? I would say something like the Dark Horse because it's got massive holes, a nice easy build deck to do. It's only a 3-post, but it is a simple one, or something like a Plume Veil, even a Toe Batty or something like that.
So my first dripper was the Troll. Genuine, Tom.
Oh, the irony.
You are a fucking troll. And not the one that scopes the internet. You bridge troll.
So guys, if you want to find me next week, I won't be live. I'll be under a bridge. I'll be under the bridge next to Tom, who looks fucking homeless. He'll be the guy that's in a sleeping bag covered in piss.
And that'll be at Vape Fest.
Oh, and God, mutation, Clouds Vape say the mutation or the Doge.
I so find a 4-post dripper for a starter just so easy because literally miss out the post and it's just centered straight away.
Yeah, I'd say the Mutation X V2, yes, but the V4, no, purely because of the bottom airflow. If you overjuice that, your juice is just going to go right into the 510.
That's it.
There you go.
Well, I think it's time we signed off, guys.
I think so.
We have to. Do we have to?
No, we don't have to if you don't want to, but...
What do you reckon, James?
You want what?
What do you reckon, James?
I reckon we stick to our hour and a half. We keep
Okay.
all the subjects.
Starting from now. Oh shit! Paul Wallace's first dripper was the V4, the Mutation X V4.
Fucking hell.
Jesus, yeah, because I mean it's easy to build on if you've got experience of building, but trying to get those coils lined up directly above that airflow and then wicking it so none of the wicks touching the 3 little air holes is yeah. I wouldn't recommend it for beginners.
No, I wouldn't either.
Or beginner RDA builders.
No.
Everybody's saying stay on. No, we've got to go, guys. You know, got real life shit to do.
Real life. Yeah, okay.
Like watch TV.
Rick's got some billy goats to scare off a bridge.
That's his fuck. He's got some fucking bailing to do.
Oh dear. Right. Okay, I think that's it. Are we done?
Yeah.
We are done.
Guys?
Lovely. Richard Allen, who won the comp?
Not you.
Not
So it
yeah,
doesn't
not you.
Alex Vincent won the comp.
Not you, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Alex Vincent. Right. Okay, I guess we're going to sign off then. I've got to push a button, haven't I?
Yeah.
Say your goodbyes then, guys.
Goodbye.
Sweet dreams. Remember to subscribe to all our individual channels. Subscribe to Vape Talk UK. If you're not on the Facebook group, get on the Facebook group. James hasn't got a Facebook group yet, but Rick has. I have.
James has.
Have you, James?
Yeah. It's not really. It's more for if you're a reviewer out there and you want to get your reviews out in the open, then put it on there. But it's not a group as in Tom's or Rick's. It's not a chat group. It's just a group to stick your reviews on, really.
I haven't looked at my group for over 2 weeks, so don't join mine.
Show us your support on your groups. Remember to subscribe to us. Thank you for coming back every week to watch us talk shit. And a big shout out to Vape Station today for hooking me up with juice to review.
Fucking whore.
I love you.
Yeah. Tom sold his ass to a company, basically.
And that's a lot of ass to sell.
He probably got like £1 an ounce.
Fuck me, the millionaire.
I like tuna fish. What the fuck you on about? £22 £22 a pound?
Why is tuna so expensive?